Hi everybody, tonight on Pressure Crisp, we're going to be making some chicken salad sandwiches. Everything you need is right in front of you. I'm cheating because I went to Sam's Club yesterday and I picked up a rotisserie chicken. We're going to use red grapes. You can use green grapes or the dark grapes, whatever grapes that you have. I have some celery, red onion, mayo, salt, pepper, and nuts. If I had parsley, I'd throw parsley in, but I don't have any parsley. So we're just gonna go with what we have in the house. And you guys know I'm a big believer in use what you have on hand. And this is what I have on hand. So let's get started. Okay, so we're using the stovetop today. Yes, I've eaten some nuts, I'm sorry. I've got a frying pan. I turned it on medium, which is a 5. I want to toast these guys. So I'm probably gonna throw in like half a cup. Maybe 3/4, because I might have some extras. So, there we go. I'm gonna eat one. So I'm gonna let those, excuse me, like toast a bit in here. Watch them, you don't want to burn them. So let's jump back up to the front. We're back here to the nuts. Let's give them that sauce. Yeah, so that's good. So I have a stainless steel bowl and I do have the chicken. So we're gonna do anywhere from like 2 to 3 cups of this chicken. Let me get a knife so I can chop some of this off. And then we'll shred it up. You can cube it if you want. I like the shredded look. So we're just gonna go for the shredded look. Leave that there. Let's take the other breast. You can use the dark meat if you want. I'm opting not to because I might bring this to work and some people don't like dark meat. I love dark meat. There we go. And hindsight 2020, I definitely, most likely me, would put on some rubber gloves to do this. And I'm just gonna shred this chicken up. There we go, just like that. I'm gonna go back and stir those nuts a bit. So that's probably like 2 cups of chicken, maybe 2.5 cups of chicken. So what I'm going to do is just set this off to the side and we're going to chop some celery and some onions. All right, we grab those. And I kind of do a lot of this by eye. I make it the way I like it. Like I don't like a ton of onion in it, but I want some onion in there. The nuts are done toasting. They probably toasted for about 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is put them on a plate or a paper plate and let them cool. See how hot they are? Good. Very good. So we're going to dice some of this onion up. I like it really small. All right, let's try that amount. That's probably like a 1/4 cup of onion. All right. Now like a little extra onion, I guess you want to say. Let's take some of these celeries. Once again, just dice it up. Make it as small or as large as you want. This is the size I like. All right, that's probably like, I don't know, 3/4 of a cup of celery. I like a ton of celery. But you can add like a 1/2 cup. And this is what makes this so good. Actually, it's the nuts and the grapes. And once again, I just go by eye. There you go. Grab a bunch of grapes. These are really good. I'll put that over there. And these are pretty big, so I am going to try to cut them into 4s, kind of like that. Or you can probably cut them in even further, cut them in half. But I'm going to keep them, I think, yeah, keep them a bit chunky, I guess. So far I have the onion, which is about a quarter cup. The celery is probably like the half to 3/4 cup. The grapes, maybe 3/4 of a cup. What I'm gonna do is just give it a quick stir. I go by eye and like color. And right now it looks pretty good. Because you can always add more add-ins, I guess you want to say. There we go. All right, next up is going to be those nuts. I'm gonna, you know something? I'm gonna live large here. All these nuts are going in there. Why not? It's gonna add a nice, like, crunch to it. This is actually, well, it's probably way too much. Let me take this many away. So this is probably like a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup, and you're just gonna give these a chop because you don't want giant pieces of pecans going in your sandwich. I wanted walnuts, but I went to Sam's Club and they didn't have any. I was kind of disappointed and I didn't feel like stopping off at the grocery store. So I'm just gonna pick this up with my knife and just put it right in there. Because you have some that are pulverized and then you got some chunks as well, which is awesome. Whoops. Toss that in there. Let's give it another stir. All right, this is going along nice. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, instead of just mixing it in, we're gonna make like a little sauce, kind of, sort of. And I know this is gonna take a lot. So this is gonna be like a cup of mayo. All right, you got a cup of mayo. Put this off to the side. So I do have half and half in the house just for my coffee. Maybe like half a tablespoon to a tablespoon. Let's go ahead and put the pepper in here. Now you can add as much pepper or as little as you want. Me, I love black pepper. So I'm putting out tons. But most people don't, so maybe like a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Mine, you're looking at probably like a teaspoon. Now when I tasted that chicken was a bit salty, so there. I'm gonna watch the amount of salt I'm putting in. Maybe like a quarter to a half a teaspoon. Take that whisk it all up here. Could thin it out a bit more, but this is good. I might need more sauce. I can tell by looking at it. Put that right there, and we're just gonna dump this right in here. All right. Actually, this might be enough. And we're gonna give a stir. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna eat this tonight. Not the whole thing. And I'm gonna probably have this tomorrow for lunch and stuff. Now for book club, I bought these little baby croissants at Sam's Club, and these sandwiches were so cute. They really were. Tonight, my usual bread of choice now is the keto bread. It's like 35 calories a slice, and it's, let's flip this. It's better than not having any bread, I guess you want to say, because just trying to cut down and stuff. Now this is going to actually taste so much better tomorrow, but we're having it tonight. Oh, this is delicious. All done. Let's do that taste test. Look at this. Trust me, it tasted and looked so much better on the little croissants, or just get the large croissants. Yeah, so much better, but beggars can't be choosers, so I have to use my keto bread, and it's really good. So let's do that taste test. I can see the grapes. This is gonna be good. Yum. So you're getting the, the sweetness from the grapes, you're getting the crunch and the nuttiness from the nuts, and also some more crunch from the onions and the celery. Would I change anything? The parsley would be a nice addition, but it's hard to always have fresh parsley in the house unless you have a garden or you have it in the house. I don't all the time. Now you feel like running to Bosch's to get it. So yeah, so thanks everybody for watching. Give this a whirl, make it, tell me how you like it. You can use any type of nut. You can use walnut, pecans, almonds. For book club, I used almonds. Not as tasty for me. I prefer walnuts, are my favorite, pecans are second, and then almonds. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Take care. Oh, I'm gonna eat this. I'm hungry.